let's check out Mr. SpooknJuke's. People are mad at me for this. What has SpooknJuke's done to get for people be mad at him on DBD? What is he done? So what has he done so bad that people are talking mad shit? Let's find out.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. There are some people who are quite upset with me because of a recent video that I posted on my channel. And
what did you do? What did you do? What is the horrendous thing you've done?
That I have in Dead by Daylight. And in today's video, I just wanted to talk about why these people are upset and why I think it's an incredibly silly.
Oh wait, I just realized I've got the. Oh, God damn it, disappeared again. Oh, I got the. No, wrong one. No, we want that. All right, I gotta get the tea out.
To be upset. During this match, there was a Nicolas Cage who was the first survivor that I chased.
Yeah.
Once I downed this Nicolas Cage and hooked him, he immediately tried to attempt on hook and go next. Now, right off the bat, I already know that there's going to be plenty of you who will say, well, you're playing Skull Merchant. What did you expect? You obviously just want everybody to give up immediately and rage quit.
I mean, that's on Survivor side. That's kind of annoying that people are just going to kill themselves on hook. Because that's going to shit. Because now the 4v1 becomes a 3v1. So you're making it hard for your teammates. And that's that. If you're going to give up, I would say DC. So at least have a bot. But like that's just me. But that's on the Survivor side. That's me talking on the Survivor side. Being killer, like if you want to give up early, that makes my life easier. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be truly honest. You're making my life easier by killing yourself on hook. I mean, hey, you do you, boo. You do you.
Okay, first of all, this is a viewer build. Okay.
Yep.
I don't particularly enjoy playing Skull Merchant, but if my viewers,
I don't think anybody really loves playing Skull Merchant.
I will play Skull Merchant. And my issue isn't even necessarily that this Nick wanted to go next.
Yeah.
It's more so the manner that he wanted to go next, which we're going to get into.
Okay.
He ended up getting saved by one of his teammates before he could fully die on hook.
Okay.
His response was to go in a locker and...
I had this when I was playing Legion. Yoichi was doing that. Like he putting himself in a locker. So I murked him. I hooked him anyway. But like, at least try for your teammates. Come on. At least try. I mean, come on, at least try. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I've been playing leg, but like I think with leg, I find leg to be a lot more fun, quite fun to play. To be honest, and of all the I think when I first came back, I was playing Doctor, like people being mad at me. It was like, you're tunneling and shit. I'm like, Doctor's Doctor. I like to tunnel because Doctor's is hard to play, so that's why I played Legion, because he's a little bit easier to play for me. But that's just me. But like, I don't know. Like sometimes a lot of people don't like Legion, I guess, and like they see the DC when they go against the leg. I don't know. I feel like you don't see legs that much, so like I don't see why you DC, but it seems a bit weird.
So that there would be crows and noise notifications, so that I would hook him and kill him. But instead,
kill him.
I left him on the ground.
God dang it! Kill
for the duration
him.
of the match, and I hooked him when the match was over. And afterwards, he called me pathetic. Throughout the match, I explained my reasoning for doing this. That reason being, if someone wants to give up at 5 gens, in my opinion, they should just disconnect and leave their teammates with a bot, at least, who will do gens and get saves.
Yeah.
If you're just going to attempt on first hook and completely get yourself out of the game and leave your teammates in a 1v3 situation at 5 gens, I don't agree with that. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's silly that you can even leave a match that early and not get any sort of penalty and not leave your teammates with a bot. So my philosophy is, if you want to force your teammates to sit through this painful match in a 1v3, you can sit through that entire match as well. If you want to be AFK.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. I honestly think that's pretty fair, to be honest. I mean, if you want to die, If you want to go next, and like not even leave your teammates with a bot, that's kind of a shitty thing to do. And I feel like that's bad sportsmanship as well. So like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, like, yeah, pretty much fuck you. Get slugged. Get slugged. No, I agree with this. I mean, like, if you want to give up on 5 gens, that's DC at that stage. Like, my very first game, I had 2 DCs, but at least I had 2 bots. I rather still have the game with bots than somebody DCing and somebody like to stop playing. Like, let's try and play the game. All right. I mean, yes, you don't want a DC penalty, and I've done it myself when I didn't want to play the game. But at this stage, I honestly don't give a shit about this game. Let's be honest. I'm not stressed about this game. If I want a DC, I'll just DC. If I want a DC, all right. It's really not that much of a big deal. All right, it really isn't. Like, if you want DC, just DC. I mean, okay, you're gonna have like a 30 to 40 minute, 30 second to maybe 5 minute timer. You're just gotta deal with it. To be honest, since I have the mentality of not taking this game seriously. Like, the game's been a lot more fun. The game's gonna be hard. All right, you're not gonna not every game's gonna go your way. So once you realise that, then the game's a lot more fun. Alright, the game's a lot more fun in my opinion.
AFK, that's fine. If you want to keep running in front of me so I down you, that's fine. I'll keep downing you and leaving you there. Or you can just go next by disconnecting. That's totally fine. But you're not
That's totally okay.
Leave for free, at least not when I'm playing killer. So let's take a look at some of the comments I've received on this video. Wow, I have never seen you been that toxic in all these years, Logan. That's my actual name. Chill, my beautiful dude. Chill. You will turn into those jerks we dislike so much, and you are much better than that. Skull Merchant is the most boring killer in the game. You know that. Don't use it as a weapon to do evil. You are...
Are you... I'm sorry, but this is the most stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Nah. Like, nah. I kind of agree. I know, I'm sorry. If you're going to be an asshole to your teammates, like, I don't mind fucking kill and slug. It's really up to your own discretion if you want to kill them or just like let them to slug on the ground. Who cares? Who really cares? You know, I mean, that's really your discretion. And what you it's Spook's discretion. If you want to like, if he's gonna give him 5 gens, you must have slowed him, and then they might actually try and I should actually try again. Like, people give up so easy in this fucking game on Survivor side. It's so willing to give up. I don't like frickin' Skull Merchant. I don't like frickin' Singularity. I don't like a lot of a few killers in this game. And if I don't want to deal with them, then I just DC. Like, if you're gonna DC. I mean, there's nothing wrong with DCing. Just leave your teammates with bots. I mean, at least you got a bot. But like, you just killing yourself on hook, and like make it harder make your other teammates harder on the game. I think that's more shitty than like DCing. Because DCing that means nothing anymore. Because you're still gonna have a bot. Okay, sometimes the bots are kind of shit, but like, you know, sometimes freaking bots are like looping gods. You know, like sometimes the bots are actually good loopers.
Are one of the few good guys left in this game. Also, keeping someone trapped in a match they don't want to be into is also pretty mean. Lol. Alright,
who gives a shit?
I'm using Skull Merchant to do evil, first of all. Second of all, I just want to address the main point here, and that's you're forcing someone to be trapped in a match. No, I'm not. They can leave the
Yeah.
match. They can.
They can leave. They can just DC. Them DCing, they can leave anytime they want. Survivors, unless you made the game easy for survivors to DC if they want to leave, and not punish the other teammates. So they literally can DC anytime they want now, and it's not going to affect the teammates. But them not doing nothing or them just giving up, that hurts the rest of the team. So they're better off just DCing. I do agree. They can leave anytime they want.
There's literally an option. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but
Yep.
if you want to throw a fit at the beginning of a match, you pause the game, you go to the bottom right corner.
Yep.
There's a leave match option.
Yep.
And then you have two other options. You can either cancel and change your mind, or you can hit leave match. And
Yep.
there you go. You're gone. Just because a survivor doesn't want to deal with a disconnect penalty does not mean that the killer is forcing them to stay in the match. They can leave at any point.
Yep.
Your logic is probably some of the most flawed logic in the game. You're fine with tunneling and slugging for killers. It's fine when a killer tunnels someone out at 5 gens, but it's not fine when a survivor wants to leave the game at 5 gens. You can slug them all you want, but if they choose to AFK until the end of the game, it's not doing anything to help their teammates anyways. You just have a character sitting in the game. Just let them go next. It is wildly goofy to...
Nah, fuck them. Sorry, fuck them. If you want to if you want to stand there and do nothing, then you can stand there and do nothing until the game is over. Until the game's over. Oh, fuck them. Alright? If you don't want to do anything, that's on you, dude. Like, you can always DC. Like, I think that's more of a shitty thing to do if you just you do nothing. You lose your first chase, and you lose your first chase, and you pretty much give up. I think, to me, that's more shit. That's more shit than somebody leaving somebody AFK for, like, leaving somebody slug for, like, the entire game. Because at the end of the day, that's on them. Because slugging gets beaten with heals. Because if a guy doesn't move after being healed, then that's on them. Like, come on.
Compare a killer tunneling and slugging to a survivor choosing to give up immediately in the game. It's a killer's objective to kill. If a killer decides to tunnel somebody out at 5 gens, yeah, that might be unfortunate for that survivor, but that's the killer's job. And if that helps them get the win, so be it. It's not the survivor's objective to immediately kill themselves on hook and go to the next match. That is the opposite of the survivor's objective. And again, this person says, just let them go next. What do you mean, let them? I'm not forcing them to stay in the match. They can go next. There's a leave match button. Who are you, SpooknJuke's, to tell people to take a DC penalty? I'm going to go on and give up on hook 10 times in a row in honor of this video. Wow.
Well, you're just a sad motherfucker then. You're just a sad motherfucker. I'm gonna prove a point and DC to kill myself on hook 10 times in a row just to prove a point that to fuck you, SpooknJuke's. No, you're just being a fucking dickhead and a fucking asshole to your teammates in that 10 games. You're just that's fucking stupid.
Good for you. Have fun in those 10 matches. And I'm not telling anyone to take a DC penalty. I'm saying if they want to leave the match, that's the route they can go. Because I'm not forced to hook you. I'm not forced to just let you go if I don't want to. Because I feel bad for those teammates. I'm a fucking solo queue warrior. You know how many times I have to...
I am also a solo queue warrior. Just preach, my brother. Preach.
To deal with my teammates giving up immediately. It happens in probably 60 to 70% of my games, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm sure many of you solo queue players would agree that players giving up is an insane problem right now. Especially at the beginning of the match, after the survivor's first chase. They will just immediately quit and leave the game on hook, not DC. They will quit on hook and leave you in a 1v3 versus the killer, which is an unwinnable game. It's not very fun. So, again, I'm not forcing you to stay in the match. I'm also not forcing you to take a DC penalty. You can just play the match like normal. Or, if you don't want the DC penalty, you can just sit in the match AFK. That's fine with me. Either way, you're not forced to be doing anything. You can play the match or you cannot play the match.
Yep.
You can DC or you cannot DC. That's your choice. Dude, you're a huge hypocrite. Why do you slug people that give up, yet chastise other people that do it? Okay, I will ask this person or anybody watching this video, when have I ever chastised anybody for slugging an AFK survivor? It has never happened once. I've never...
No, I don't think he's ever done it. I'm sorry. I've... No, Spook... I don't think Spook's has ever done that, to be fair. Like, even when he got... Even when he's been slugged, he never, like, moaned or bitched about it either. I mean, nobody likes slugging. Let's be honest, nobody likes being slugged. Like, in the day, that's just, it is what it is sometimes, you know? You can't... It is what it... Literally, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is.
Criticized anybody for that. I wouldn't criticize anybody for that. I don't have a problem with that because I do it. So, if anybody has an example of me chastising somebody for that, I'd be happy to see it. After I posted this video, I decided to post a tweet as well, saying, in my killer games, any survivor who tries to give up immediately and runs at me to get them out of the match is being left on the ground until the match is over or until they bleed out. If you want to quit at 5 gens, hit that leave match button. This tweet made quite a lot.
I think that's pretty fair. You know, I think that's pretty fair. I think I'm gonna do that when I play killer as well. Like fuck it. Why? Like, if you wanna leave early, then just be slugged. Like, I'm not gonna babysit. I'm not gonna baby you. If you want to leave early, that's on you, my friend. That's on you.
A lot of people upset in the replies and the quote retweets. We'll just highlight a couple examples here. Slugging until they bleed out doesn't help because there's still one man down if you're playing normally, unless you decide to be a farming killer every time. This person can literally just watch videos until they're dead. It's 4 minutes versus 5 to 30 minutes, but you do you. Yes, I will do me.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that person sitting and watching YouTube videos for the 4 minutes that they're on the ground. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
I would rather they sit there for that 4 minutes than just go next for free.
Oh yeah, I think I would do that too. I would do it too. If I'm being slugged, I would do that too. Well, why not? I did. Me and Sniffy did that when we were camping hatch against the thing. I said we're that. We got. All right. Well, I'm going down to do that anyway. I let you make a whole video of me freaking of me and Sniffy doing that. Let's use a video on my second channel doing that. It's like it's fine. We'll just do it. I think like
and not have any penalty whatsoever because those 3 teammates, regardless, are going to have a shitty match in that 1v3, right? It doesn't matter if the person who tried to quit is in the match, AFK, or if they're out of the match. Those 3 players who are left there are still going to have a shitty match no matter what. So, I might as well, just leave that person there. So they can sit there and watch YouTube. They can AFK and do whatever they want. That's totally fine. But at least they won't be in another match, rage quitting again, ruining somebody else's game. Weirdo behavior, not going to lie. Y'all act like we don't have phones or alt-tab. You're kind of wasting your own time, to be fair. But you do you. Again, go ahead.
Yep.
Alt-tab. Sit on your phone. Watch YouTube videos. I love this argument because it's like,
what I do.
Eat a DC
if I'm being slugged, yeah, cool. I'll just do that anyway. Like, it's not really a big deal. Like, it's not really a big deal. If I'm being slugged, then yeah, that's cool. As I'm not gonna give up. I mean, I think I've given up a few times. To be fair, I haven't given up, but like sometimes, but like I've been pretty good lately. I haven't really done that. At least I try. I mean, if it's a game that I really don't want to play, I'll probably DC. But like especially if something comes to chance is really nice, and it's a killer that I don't like. I'm like, no, I'm gonna try for this new friendo I freaking just met, and I'm gonna try and play the game for them, because it's kind of shit when somebody comes into your chat and it says, oh, good luck in the game, and like, oh no, this killer DC, or like, oh no, I'm just not gonna play, and that's not fair on the person that's come into the chat to say hello, and like. It makes their life harder. Like, nah. Like, if you're gonna give up, give up early. Even then, I don't like doing that. But the thing is, I'd rather give up earlier on than like get down first and like, oh no, I'm gonna play the rest of this game. I'm gonna wait till the game's over, because that's kind of shit. Because you kind of, I want to at least them get like try with a bot, then like go down to a 3v1 because you're AFK, because that's kind of shit. To be honest, that's kind of shit.
The phone and watch YouTube videos during that DC penalty, I would much rather do the more selfish option, which is to just leave the match and not leave my teammates with a bot, and then go next and not have any penalty. No, that's fine. I'm totally fine with you sitting on the ground or in a locker or wherever you are for 4 minutes watching YouTube videos or whatever you're doing, because at least you're also in this match with those other survivors who are suffering through this match that they can't win and have no chance winning. And I don't know why you're saying it's a waste of my time. How is it a waste of my time to leave you on the ground and continue playing the match?
Yeah.
It's actually more of a time waste if I spend time picking you up, carrying you to a hook, and that's much more of a time waste, don't you agree?
Yes, yes, it is.
Down you, leave you in your locker, let you run around and do whatever you're doing in the match. That's not a time waste for me. I'm just ignoring you. I am not even close to the only person who thinks that survivors constantly giving up at 5 gens is ruining the game.
Yep.
And some people have come up with some cool ideas. I saw this one tweet where they suggested that we take all of the Crybaby rage quitters and put them in a low priority matchmaking pool and just let them sit there and wait longer for matches because of them quitting constantly. I love that idea. I think it's great. But again, this is happening way too often. Here's another tweet with 7,000 likes where this person says, why do you even press ready up at this point? And you'll see, the match just starts, the Blight gets a hit on the Fang, and she just runs right to the hook and says, let me go next, woohoo! I'd also like to point
this out, because I forgot to mention this stage.
It's actually against the rules of the game and reportable to sit and be AFK all match long. So you're saying, oh, why don't you just get them out? They can just sit in there and be, AFK and sit on their phone and watch YouTube. Yeah, that's true. And if they sit AFK the entire match, they can also get reported and get banned. So have fun sitting on your phone. If you don't want to play the game, don't hit the ready up button. Don't even launch the game.
Yep.
And if you do get into a match and you're like, God, I just want to quit immediately, just hit the leave match button.
Yep.
Leave your teammates with a robot who does something.
Yep.
Who at least will do gens and get hook saves, and survivors can also save that bot off of hook to get altruism points.
Yes.
And heal the bot for altruism. Like, the bot serves a purpose. Bots aren't always the best, obviously, but shit, I'll take the majority of bots any day over these fucking whiny...
But sometimes bots can be very good. Bots can be like looping gods. Like, in all seriousness, bots can be actually very, very good. They can be honestly looping gods. Sometimes with bots, like I've been looped quite a bit. I've been looped a couple of times. I'm not probably. Let's be honest. I'm not a very good killer anyway, because I've been looped by bots many times. Let's be honest.
Rage quitting like toddlers who just AFK and kill themselves on hook. I'll take a bot any day, and I'm sure most of you would as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my rant for today. If you're somebody who's upset with me because I won't hook somebody who wants to give up at 5 gens, you can go ahead and be mad at me.
Yep.
I don't care. Is it petty for me to do that? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's also petty to leave your teammates in a 3v1 at the start of the match. So I don't mind fighting petty with petty for the sake of those other 3 survivors in the match. I'm totally fine, and I'll take the heat from some of you out there who are upset with me for that. But that's my mindset. That's going to be my mindset.
I think that's pretty. That's pretty fair. I don't know why people are crying, bitching about that.
I'm not going to hook them. They're going to stay in the match until the match is over. That's my mindset. If you don't like it, I don't care. That's fine. You guys can play your killer games how you want to play them, and I'm going to play them the way I want to play them. Because my solo queue heart hurts for those 3 teammates that are just trapped in an unwinnable match. But that's it for this video. Let me know down below if you've been experiencing a lot of survivors giving up and rage quitting and being crybabies lately, because I've sure noticed it in my killer games and my survivor games. Like a lot. Like way too often. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
That was a good video. That was a good video. Yeah, I mean, like, if you're gonna be a crybaby, at least like leave your teammates with a bot. Don't try and kill yourself. That's kind of shit. But anyway, good video. Thank you for that. That's the video. I'll leave the link down in the description below. And yeah, adios, go on. I'm a boy.
Don't come to my house or else I'll suck your dick. Blood. I'll suck your blood. Ah, shit.